Hi Headington Prep, how are you? Hope you and your family are very well, healthy and happy at this time. Last week I told you a story about an amazing individual called Elijah who got incredibly sad, and God met him in his sadness, provided for him practically and also supernaturally, just reminded him by his presence that he was with him, cared for him, loved him deeply. I hope you know that you are cared for and loved deeply by those around you and also by God. Well, today I want to continue talking about emotions. Emotions are things that we feel, and last week was about sadness, but this week I'd like to talk about worry. Worry is something that some of us sometimes feel. We're not sure what the future holds, when we'll be back to school, and some of these things make us worry a little bit. Now, I want in a moment to introduce you to a worry jar. Actually, it's a calm jar. It's something that we can use almost as a prayer tool. You may remember of those times when we've done some prayer activities together, prayer space in the theatre. They've been some of my most favourite moments of being at Headington in the theatre. And we've done some experimental, practical acts of prayer together. And you approach it however you want to, whether you're a person who prays naturally or someone who just likes to think deeply. But with worry, I found this to be an incredibly helpful thing. You can shake it around and it represents a little bit, and you might see some of the glitter there, all those kind of thoughts going around your head going, oh gosh. But over time, and it's beautiful just to watch, the glitter inside this calm jar, or worry jar, will settle. And that's almost like a prayer of saying, God, give me peace. Before all of this happened and we were told we couldn't gather together at school, I shared a story with the senior school. I don't think I managed to share it with you. It's a story of Jesus and his friends out on a lake. And what happened is Jesus, being tired, fell asleep in the boat. And the others, many of whom were fishermen, very proficient sailors, got themselves into a storm kicked up on the Sea of Galilee, and they got very, very scared. So they woke up Jesus and said, don't you care? We feel like we're going to drown. The water is coming into the boat. I think Jesus must have been sleeping very soundly. What Jesus did next was just to speak to the storm and calmed it. And it was literally just by his word, calmed. And in fact, the disciples wrote later that they were very scared because of the power of these words. Jesus was able to bring calm. It's one of the reasons why Christians call him the Prince of Peace. So with a little bit of nervousness, a little bit like last week when I made a cake, I'm going to make one of these. I've never done it before. This is my one and only take. All you need is, you can just do it with water, but this provides a thickness to the liquid. It's glycerin or glycerol. You can buy that from Boots. Obviously a parent or guardian will need to do that. And you pour that in, topping it up with water, and add some glitter. So there we go. This is my calm jar. It's very beautiful to look at all the different glitter that I've put inside it sparkle away, and that gives me a lot of joy, but also reminds me that when I feel a little bit worried and a bit crazy, actually peace is achievable. We can go to the one who is peace and ask for peace. And so I'm going to pray that now. God of compassion, be with those of us who might feel a little bit sad, a bit afraid, or a bit worried. In our worries, be our hope. And in those moments when we might feel a bit like we're in the dark, be our light as well. Thank you that you are with us, your friendship is with us, and that you are our peace. Amen. Another reason to remember how important it is to pray and to seek peace is what's happening tomorrow, which is 75 years after the Victory in Europe Day. And we do thank God for the men and women who sacrificed to make sure that peace was brought to Europe and then ultimately to the whole world. So let's keep looking to peace in our lives and in our world. Finally, as well as missing out on being able to gather to do these things together, one thing that I do miss that we do together is to sing. There's a great song that I've come across, sung by another school like ours and written by the same person whose songs we've sung before, like Let Your Light Shine. And I provided a little link in the area where your parents and guardians have gone to get this video, that if they want to listen to that song, it's called Remembering the Rainbow, or it's about the rainbow. And so it's a song of great hope. I hope you might listen to that. Have a really lovely bank holiday weekend. God bless and be at peace.